I wanted to make a quick video for my guitar. It feels like a welcome back, like similarly to my furry crew and seeing my friends here. I miss this guitar. It was really hard to leave it, and actually when I was admitting into res for packing and stuff, I called and asked two things. I asked if I could bring my hat, and it was uncertain, so I brought the hat because I was like, what's the worst that can happen? I'll just leave it in my car. And then the other was my guitar, and they did not think that I could bring it, so I was told, and I was like, I'm not risking that. I'm not gonna leave my guitar in a hot car for a little while. And so I didn't risk it and I didn't bring it. But what was cool was when I get there, there's this guitar, and its name is Grace, and I ended up finding out more about it, and it was left by a previous patient years prior. And that guitar got me through res. That guitar and I really like battled and did life with that guitar, and it just helped me ground myself. It helped me process. And when I got there, I never really like let myself just find my own song, if that makes sense. Like, and on that guitar, I feel like I like found my song, and it just like came out of me. And it was cool because in the beginning it was just like really simple, and then like the more freedom I got when I was at res, the more and more like the song like developed, and then I would go like completely off cusp and then like come back around and like play that melody that I heard. And I could just, from sunrise to sunset and everything in between, like it was just cool to process with that guitar. I felt like music was just a way for me to get stuff out of me. And there was this bench that I would stand on, and I really like, there's so many memories of being on that bench and like having the res building over here, and then when I was facing like this way, it was like watching the sun set, and when I was facing this way, it was watching the sun rise, and then the sun would just like hit me right around, like right before 8 a.m. Like I stood and the sun would like come right on me. And that was like my favorite time of day. And then at night I would watch the sun go down, and there'd be like pink skies, and it was so beautiful. And a lot of times I would have my guitar, or have the guitar, I'd have Grace with me. And then gosh, there were some times where on stressful days, I would grab Grace and be on the pavement or just anywhere, and I'd just be spinning, like just spinning in circles and circles and circles, and it just felt like what was going on inside of me. It just felt like chaos, and I was just getting it out of me. Because just to live vulnerably enough to be able to like feel, you know? And then yeah, so that, anyways, that song kind of came out of me, and I don't want to forget it. Not that I could, but that was like a really hard goodbye with that guitar, because I felt like it was with me. And so I left my mark on the guitar, and I put a sticker, and I like, it is like not staying with me, so I'm gonna have to ask one of my friends what it says exactly, but it's a sticker, and it says, and I got that sticker on Easter Sunday, which was cool because of our little scavenger hunt, our Easter egg hunt. And when he turned in like the eggs, you got stickers back, which is cool. But one of the stickers was like, "Be the sunshine" or something like that. I'll have to get confirmation on that. But I put it like on Grace. I put it like right here underneath the strings. So that was cool to leave my mark. And also what was cool is like, I just picture like the next person and patient picking it up, and yeah, being able to be there for somebody else. And I get to come home to my guitar, which ironically enough, my guitar's name is Weapon. And so it's interesting to go from a guitar called Grace to a guitar called Weapon. And I remember when I got this guitar a few years ago, I like intentionally named it Weapon. And it definitely is my weapon and how I battle and go after things. But it was good to have a season with Grace too. And maybe my guitar has a middle name. Maybe it's Weapon something something, something. But anyway, so that's the story of the guitar, Grace and Weapon. Okay, so needless to say, I miss this guitar. Feels good. I miss Grace, but I miss my guitar too. That sounds a lot different than how I used to play. It sounds like freedom. Heck yeah.